Good morning, everyone. I thought I would do a what I eat in a day on MyWW Green. I know some of you like those. So, as usual, I've got my coffee here, and I was going to show you, also in my coffee, as usual, turn that around the right way, the Coffee Mate Italian creamer. Still love this, it's still my favorite. So I've got a tablespoon of that in my coffee. So my coffee is going to be 0 points to start my day. I'm also having my water that's over there, you can't see, in my Hydro Flask. But I wanted to show you this coffee that my husband got. I think he said he got it on Facebook. Somebody that he follows on there sells this, and it's called Invader Coffee. And what I like about it is veteran-owned company, and it's very good. This one is pumpkin pecan. We actually tried to get, or he tried to get the K-Cups. They were all sold out, so we're just doing the grounds. But he got, I think, 3 different flavors, and this one he got for me because it's pumpkin pecan. He knows I love pumpkin, and we're in pumpkin season, but there's another couple flavors too, and they're all very good coffee. This is in no way sponsored or anything. This is just something that he found and he bought, and it's very good. So if you are a coffee lover, you might want to check out this brand. But yeah, that is breakfast for me this morning. My typical breakfast is just my coffee and my water. So I will come back at around 1 or 2 to show you what I'm having for lunch. But breakfast this morning was 0 points. Okay, so for lunch today, I'm doing my very typical lunches, and that is a salad. I've got a bag of this leafy romaine left over that I need to eat up, and so I'm gonna start off with that. Now this is washed and ready to eat. Sometimes I go ahead and wash it again, even when it says that, but I'm going to go with it this time and hope that it actually is. So I used most of that bag, and then to that I'm going to add some of this hickory smoked turkey breast. I would prefer to not use lunch meat, to use something more like chicken breast or steak or salmon, but this is all I've got on hand right now, so that's what I'm going to use. So I'm going to take 2 pieces of this and I'm going to just chop that up. And I should add, the lunch meat from Sam's has been fine lately. There was a period of time where it was not fine. It was kind of gross and had like a slimy texture to it, but it's been fine the last couple times that we bought it. So I'm gonna just throw that on there, and then I'm gonna add to that some chopped peppers that I had on hand, red, yellow, and orange, and then a little chopped red onion. Next up, I've weighed out 1 ounce of avocado, so I'm gonna add that on there too. My avocado is looking kind of sad at the moment. I'm down to the end of it and I need to get more. So far this turkey is a point for serving, and then that's 1 ounce of avocado, which is just a point. Everything else has been 0 points. Next, I'm gonna add a couple boiled eggs that I've chopped up. I love eggs. I have probably at least 2 eggs a day in one way or another. And the eggs are 2 points a piece on green for a total of 4 points in eggs. All right, then I'm gonna add some of this Bolthouse Farms Cucumber Ranch yogurt dressing. This is really good. Here are the nutrition facts on it if you want to see. A serving is 2 tablespoons or 30 grams, and it is 1 point for 1 serving. I usually use 2, so 4 tablespoons of dressing because I like my dressing. So I'm gonna measure that out. This is a 2 tablespoon scoop here. So there's 1 and there's 2. So 2 servings of that is gonna be 3 points. And then finally, for a little kick, of extra flavor, I'm gonna add some of this Dash Original Seasoning Blend, just a little bit. And that is gonna be it. So with everything on this, the total points is gonna be 9 points. Which may sound like a lot, especially for a salad, but that is very filling. And it's got a decent amount of protein on it too, so that's probably why it's filling, but I really, really enjoy just having a salad like this. And so I do it quite a bit. Along with that, for a little sweet, I'm gonna have one of these Premier Protein Cafe Lattes. These are very good. I like these Premier Proteins in general. Sometimes I'll add them to my coffee and use them as coffee creamer, but a lot of times I just drink them as is. So they've got 30 grams of protein, which is nice, and they taste pretty good. And as I said, this kind of acts as a sweet for me, kind of satisfies that sweet tooth. So I'm gonna have that along with my salad. And these are 2 points a piece. And then I'm also gonna have this Mountain Dew Zero Baja Blast. These are really good. If you haven't tried them, we love Mountain Dew in this house, and anytime we can find a different flavor like this, we like to try it. I think my favorite from the summer has been the melon though. That one is really good, but I'm gonna have this for 0 points. And that is gonna be my lunch. So again, 9 points for the salad, 2 points for the protein drink, 0 for the Mountain Dew, for a total of 11 points. And then back there, I've got my Hydro Flask, as usual, that I'm pretty much always drinking water out of. So that is gonna be my lunch for today. And here is my snack today, which is a very typical snack for me. And that is one of these Old Wisconsin turkey sausage sticks and one of the Members Mark light string cheese. So the sausage stick is 2 points and the string cheese is 1 for a snack total of 3 points. And like I said, I have this a lot of days. It's just something I haven't gotten tired of eating, I guess, and I really, really enjoy it, especially the two of these together. So definitely recommend both of those if you haven't tried them. Also for my snack, I am having some tea with a scoop of my collagen powder in there. I have this every day still, and yeah, I definitely think that it is helping. But that is gonna make my snack total still 3 points. For dinner, I wanted to have some nachos, and so those start with making up some chips in the air fryer. And to do that, I like to use these white tortillas. These are the Pueblo Lindo brand, the ones you get at Aldi, and they are the lowest point tortillas that I have been able to find on Green anyway. They are just a point a piece. For the nachos, I'm gonna use 8 of these. So to make these, you just simply spritz them with a little bit of olive oil spray. You could use actual olive oil too. And then you can sprinkle them with a little bit of salt if you want. You could season them however you want actually, but I usually just use salt. And then I cut them into 8s, but you can make them whatever size you want. And then I cook them in my air fryer at 375 for about 6 minutes. Now every air fryer is different. This is just how long it takes my specific air fryer to cook that amount of chips. I pour them out on a plate and let them cool where they will continue to crisp up. So while my chips are cooling and crisping up, I'm gonna go ahead and make some toppings for my nachos. And I'm gonna start with ½ pound lean ground turkey, that's 93% lean, and some onion. It's probably a 1/3 cup, maybe a little more. And then some taco seasoning, a teaspoon of that. And I'm gonna just let this cook until that turkey is brown and those onions are softened. All right, I've got a cookie sheet here that I've just put a piece of parchment paper on. Got my oven preheated to 350. And I'm gonna just take my chips and just kind of evenly lay them on here. All right, now I'm gonna take my meat mixture and sprinkle that on top. Now I'm gonna take half cup of these refried beans, fat-free, and I'm gonna sprinkle that on the top, or dot that on the top. So here's my half cup of refried beans, and like I said, I'm gonna just kind of dot this on here as evenly as possible. Then I'm gonna add a half cup of this Mexican style blend, 40% less fat cheese. And then finally some jalapenos. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and bake this at 350 for a few minutes. And here they are after 10 minutes in the oven. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut these in half and show you how we eat them. Okay, here is a serving of those, which is roughly half, or it is half, and I've got roughly half here, I should say. And that is gonna be 12 points per serving. I went ahead and added some fat-free Greek yogurt to mine for 0 points, and also some of this fresh cilantro salsa from Sam's Club that's really good and is also 0 points, and then a little bit of cilantro on top. But this is gonna be dinner tonight, like I said, for 12 points. The final thing I'm gonna have today or tonight is gonna be some low-fat cottage cheese with some canned peaches. Now, I can my own peaches and I do them in a very light syrup. So when I figure points for these, I put in extra light syrup because it is very, very light syrup that I like to use. I will link the video where I showed canning these up above and down below. I like canning peaches, not every year, but every other year or so, just to have them on hand. So I will start with my cottage cheese here, and I'm gonna just do a serving of that, which is a half cup or 113 grams. And as always, I like to weigh out this kind of thing because if you try to eyeball it, usually you're putting in more than what a serving actually is, so, or at least I do. So if I weigh it, then I know that I'm right on. So that's 113 grams. I'm gonna tear that out and then weigh 4 ounces of the peaches. And that is right on, 4 ounces. And I don't know about you guys, but if I come close, I would rather go under than over when it comes to weighing stuff, but it's fun when you get it right on there. So that is what that's looking like. So the cottage cheese is gonna be 2 points for that amount. And then the peaches are gonna be 3 points for a 5-point total snack. This is probably one of my favorite things to eat. I've been eating this probably since I was a kid, but I know some people think that's gross, the combination of cottage cheese and fruit, but I absolutely love it. Like I said, it's kind of one of my go-tos, but that was everything I ate today. I hope maybe this was helpful for you guys, as always. And also, as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.